Have you ever stood under a giant tree and felt as though time had stopped? The shade cools the air, the roots look like pillars of an ancient temple, and the branches stretch like arms trying to embrace the world. That is the experience of standing beneath a banyan tree. The banyan is not just a tree. It is a legend, a healer, a shelter, and for many, it is a symbol of life itself. In India, it is called Kalpavriksha, the wish-fulfilling tree. And for thousands of years, it has been worshipped, feared, loved, and respected. Today, let me take you on a journey into the heart of the banyan, its myths, its cultural roots, its science, and why even in our modern lives, this ancient tree still matters. Our story begins in ancient times when people looked at nature with wonder and reverence. In Hindu mythology, the banyan is sacred. It is said that after the Great Mahabharata War, when destruction was everywhere, Lord Krishna rested under a banyan tree. Sitting beneath its wide branches, he played his divine flute, reminding the world that even in times of despair, life continues and nature shelters us. The banyan is also tied to the goddess Savitri. According to legend, Savitri prayed under a banyan tree to bring back the life of her husband. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna himself declares, "Among trees I am the banyan." Imagine that! In a scripture full of cosmic truths, the banyan is singled out as the supreme tree. Buddhism, too, shares this connection. The Bodhi tree, under which Siddhartha attained enlightenment and became the Buddha, belongs to the same family as the banyan. For Buddhists, the spreading roots of the tree symbolize the spreading of wisdom. Across Asia, stories repeat. In some places, people believe spirits live inside banyan trees, guarding villages. In others, sages and saints chose it as the place for meditation because its stillness seemed eternal. Beyond legends, the banyan became part of everyday life. If you travel to an Indian village even today, you will almost always find a banyan tree at the center. It is not just a tree, it is a meeting hall, a council chamber, a playground, and a place of shade. Elders sit beneath it, sharing stories. Children play around its roots. Farmers rest there after a long day in the fields. Decisions that shaped the community were often taken under its branches. During the British colonial era, even officials recognized its importance. Some trials were conducted under banyan trees because they symbolized authority and permanence. Imagine a giant living courtroom where justice was declared in the shade of nature. The banyan also entered Ayurveda, India's ancient system of medicine. Its bark, leaves, and even its milky white sap were used in remedies. For wounds, infections, and even diabetes, the banyan offered healing. In that sense, it was not only shelter for the body, but also medicine for the soul. But perhaps the most fascinating part of the banyan is not just its stories, but its biology. Unlike most trees, the banyan grows downward as much as it grows upward. Its branches release aerial roots that hang like long ropes. When these roots touch the ground, they thicken and harden, becoming new trunks. Over time, one banyan tree becomes a forest of interconnected trunks, all belonging to the same living organism. One of the most famous examples is in Kolkata, India, the Great Banyan Tree. At first glance, it looks like a forest, but it isn't. It is a single tree with thousands of trunks created by its own roots. It spreads over nearly 5 acres, and its age is estimated to be more than 250 years. Visitors walk under its endless shade and realize they are inside one of the largest living things on Earth. Banyans also live long lives. Some can survive for centuries, watching generations come and go. Standing near one, you cannot help but feel humbled. It has seen things you will never see. It has survived storms, droughts, and wars, yet still spreads its branches wide. And it's not just humans who find shelter there. Birds nest in its hollows, bats cling to its branches, monkeys leap from root to root, insects buzz in its shade. The banyan is an ecosystem in itself, a living city where countless species coexist. The banyan is more than biology. It is philosophy in green. Its aerial roots remind us of connection, how one being can create many branches yet remain one at the core. Its shade reminds us of generosity, giving without asking for anything in return. Its long life teaches resilience, to withstand storms and still stand tall. No wonder poets, saints, and leaders have often used the banyan as a metaphor for wisdom, patience, and community. It represents something we all long for: roots deep enough to hold us steady, and branches wide enough to embrace the world. But what about today? In our fast, noisy modern world, where concrete replaces soil and glass replaces sky, does the banyan still matter? The answer is yes, perhaps now more than ever. Cities need banyan trees. Their broad canopies clean the air, reduce heat, and give people a place to breathe. Urban planners are realizing that planting a single banyan can transform a neighborhood into a green oasis. For people, too, the banyan still carries meaning. Many see it as a reminder to slow down, to pause, and to reconnect with nature. Couples sit beneath it for shade. Students study under it. Artists sketch it. And photographers capture its endless branches. In an age where we often feel rootless, the banyan tells us, stay grounded, spread wide, and live in harmony. So when you see a banyan tree next time, do not just see a tree. See a living history book. See a temple without walls. See a forest that grew from a single seed. Think of Krishna playing his flute in its shade. Think of Savitri circling its trunk with prayer. Think of a Buddhist monk meditating in silence. Think of generations of villagers finding comfort beneath it. The banyan is immortal, not because it lives forever, but because it has lived inside our stories, our cultures, and our hearts for thousands of years. And perhaps, if you listen closely while sitting under its shade, you may still hear its whispers, telling you that life is vast, time is endless, and we are all connected by roots we cannot see. This was the story of the banyan tree, a story of faith, of science, and of life. If this journey moved you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Plant Story for more incredible tales of the green world around us. Tell me in the comments, do you have a memory connected to a banyan tree? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, remember, every plant has a story, and every story connects us back to nature.